Hi, my name is Ignacio del Río, known as V-Rator on the internet. First of all, as you may have already realized, I'm not a native English speaker. And also, I'm a little bit agitated by the latest news about the 2016 Pokémon World Championships. So please excuse me if I make mistakes or, you know. I have been a Pokemon fan since the release of Pokemon Blue version in 1999 here in Europe. I own almost all games in the franchise. I've spent thousands of hours reading the manga, watching the TV series and movies. I have collected the TCG cards for more than a decade. Well, as many of you, I truly love Pokemon. Last year, I traveled to Boston just to attend Worlds, and I have to say, it was probably one of the most beautiful experiences, one of the most valuable experiences that I've had in my entire life. I got to meet a lot of friends from Twitch in real life for the first time. Uh, Also, a lot of PokeTubers who have been a huge influence for me, like Renee Collects, the J-Wits, and Tamashi Hiroka, and I get to share my love of Pokemon with thousands of other people that, like me, come from all over the world. And yeah, literally all over the world. So I made this trip to Boston all by myself because my girlfriend just happens to be Bulgarian, and some guy at the US consulate in Madrid, he said that she could be a potential illegal immigrant. But even after all of that, it was worth it because in the end, as I said, I lived one heck of a weekend. And so after this first experience, well, I decided that no matter what I would, what am I saying? No matter what, I would be there in San Francisco the next year to celebrate the 20th Pokemon anniversary, the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, sorry, which is this franchise that all of us love. San Francisco is even further away than Boston, so it's obviously even more expensive. I don't know if I have said this. I am from Spain, so yeah, for me, San Francisco is even further. Um, so just to make this trip, I had to save a whole lot of money in the span of just 1 year. Long story short, after a huge effort from me and my parents who have supported me, I could save over 3,500 euros. 3,500 euros, 3,500. Yeah, that's the total amount of the flight and hotel costs. Needless to say, I was delighted when I bought my plane tickets through Expedia because I was gonna have the chance to relive that beautiful, wonderful moment from last year. As you all know, today is the 11th of August. My flight is scheduled to take off this Saturday, that's the 13th. And then I read this announcement on Twitter that Worlds is gonna be a closed event and there's no possibility for attendees to watch and experience the championship live, only online on twitch.com. Right now I am devastated, completely devastated, because it was a kind of a dream come true that I would be able to meet all my friends from the previous year and make new ones. I don't really think I can describe all this with words. So yeah, I get that safety was a concern last year, and that Pokemon Go is such a huge thing now that too many people would want to attend Worlds just to maybe get a legendary Pokemon or something like that. But I just cannot agree with the way the Pokemon Company International, Nintendo, I don't know, have dealt with all of this. The organizers. As I said earlier, I am from Spain. I think that they just don't get that this event is something more than just an event. For a lot of people outside the US, this is one big chance to finally meet people that share the love for Pokemon, and that there's a lot of attendees that have already made plans and bought their plane tickets and booked hotel rooms just to, well, maybe to live one of their dreams. I don't think right now there is any possibility of the event changing venue, being relocated to another place in San Francisco. I I think I just needed to speak about all of this and express my sadness and my rage. Uh, this is not something that you do the week before. I just cannot cancel my plane tickets on Expedia or the hotel room that I had booked. And like me, thousands of people that are going to travel, or that were going to travel to Worlds. So, and what I hate the most about all of this is that it goes completely against the spirit of the Poke community, because Pokemon is supposed to bring people together, no matter what their language, their sex, their race, their ideology, or their religion is. It's just not right. What am I gonna do now? What are we all supposed to do now? Thank you for listening and have a great day.